Hello and welcome. We are looking for $2 million homes around the country, and we're putting links in the description to all these homes. And the original home, which was a $100 million home that Pierce Brosnan is trying to sell in Malibu, still for sale if you're looking for it. So get after that. So a lot of the houses have been kind of surprising. Arkansas was a really big surprise for all the nice luxury homes it had, and I didn't think I'd see that again until Montana. I was expecting big sky country, thousands of acres you can buy for $2 million. And what I got was some expensive homes. I mean, I had scouted it before, and all those homes were gone. They were already turned over. And now I was looking at a new batch, and it was just amazing because in Billings, Montana, the homes were going from 1.5 to $2 million, and they had like 1,700 square feet. So it's very strange. I looked it up, and what's going on in Montana between November 2019 and November 2020, housing prices have gone up 50%. Is kind of the zoom boom out there. So everybody's heading out west. So here we go. This first house is located in, most of these are in the western part of Montana. This one is in Missoula. So it had I just wanted to show different things. It's not all log homes and everything, although there are plenty of those. The rustic style, this was a very modern thing. But what's weird about this is just something you don't see every day. That's your plot of land. It's like you have this little house on the side of a hill with nothing else, and then this little town. So that was kind of different. You don't see that every day. And going along, it's just a modern interior, and with square lines in the design. And that, so the house is nice. It's light. It's airy. It was just this is your view. Aw, a deer right outside the back. It's just a house on a hill was a bit odd. I mean, a nice view out your patio. Didn't have anything fancy like a pool or anything, but it was interesting. So moving on. So this is in Billings, Montana, which is, not a huge population center. That's where it's at. And just to show you, I did like this house design. So this is 5,000 square feet, and it was. I really liked the ceilings, that they had the modern rustic approach to it, and I liked the dark woods in it. And the kitchen was a bit all over the place. They almost needed to pick a lane a little bit. But it's a very strong, and I would say, you look at this and you say modern Montana, and I think it makes a good point. I really liked in the basement they had a really fun bar area that you could see this like at a bar with like several screens and just full service. It looked like just a great place to entertain, with a sealed off gym, so you're not smelling the gym business going on there, which is really nice. And of course, Montana, we'll play a drinking game. Take a drink every time you see a dead thing on the wall, which is fine. It's weird. It had a falls but no pool, so I was kind of surprised on that. It had a nice outdoor cooking area. It's like, shouldn't there be a pool here? But they don't like their pools in Montana, which I guess it's cold a lot of time of the year, so not covered either. So that kind of surprised me. So here's a back view. So I like their back part of the house with the outdoor entertaining. It was very nice. Moving on. So this in Bozeman, Montana, okay, which is even smaller than Billings. I mean, there it is. I mean, it's nice, I guess, if you want to be semi-close to Yellowstone. So that's a very attractive thing. But again, I wanted to show you some different things in Montana. So this is a very modern thing. But just look, I mean, this is not big sky country. Look at all the land I have. I do have raised plant beds, so that's kind of cool. And they have a balcony, but 1,700 square feet for $1.6 million. It's like something in Jersey City. Very clean. aesthetic on the inside. It looks like it's kind of been staged a little bit, which is fine. Everybody does it. The modern beams in the ceiling. Oh, I like the round window. So very nice. It's just for Billings. It's got a little sauna. So they added some touches, but I don't know. I think it's just a one-car garage too. So it's very like East Coast. All this, and you only get a one-car garage. Moving on. So this house, I really like the inside, but the outside just looks so plain. It's located in Columbia Falls, which is up north a little bit. But again, there's just no big population centers around. So the outside is very plain, but the inside is very stylish. I really liked it. I like the different stained woods, that stuff on the wall. It was really fun, and it'd be something to look at. I think, especially with the contrast of the white walls, it keeps it light and airy, which you'd need, especially in the winter. I like this island setup too, a lot. I mean, it's kind of a simple but capable kitchen, and then it opens up to this entertainment area. So you got your open floor plan. And I really liked the design of it. It was just kind of out in the middle of nowhere-ish a little bit. You had a good-sized barn, enough to put your RV in, and if you're only paying 1.5, you could get an Airstream to go with it. So the land was okay. It wasn't great. Yeah, so there's a good-sized barn for you too. But moving on. So this one, oh yes, this one is. It was a nice. Again, you had the outdoors, and it had kind of the fireplace element. So you have your hot tub outside. So you have a little bit. The inside was nice and comfortable and warm. The kitchen was a little plain compared to some of these other ones. That may be Whirlpool, darling. I can't have that. I know they always brag about appliances, and they say Sub-Zero appliances. Well, I don't want to freeze my stuff. Okay, so it kind of has a bunch of plain stuff, and it has like an entertainment area downstairs too. And then this. Okay, if you're playing the drinking game, you will get sloshed. So it has this separate trophy room. Of every kind of animal you can think of. It's got deer and antelope and elk and I think there's bear on one side, big goats. Oh, and yeah, that's a giraffe. So I'm assuming that they killed a giraffe and brought it all the way back to Montana. And I see a zebra over there in the corner too. And so, I mean, if you hunt, that's fine. That's your thing. Okay. But is the new buyer going to want all this stuff? I mean, are they going to... I love the bar. It's like the area's fun. It'd be great for entertaining. And it'd be like just go take your friends and go to the trophy area. But really? I don't know. That's just weird. Because if they're not your kills, then why would you want to like show it off? It's just a bit odd. Just a tough selling point. And if you're playing the drinking game, get some help. So moving on. This one, oh boy. So this one is located in Marion, Indiana. Oh, sorry, Marion, Montana. So again, all these are kind of out in the middle of nowheres. It has a good deal of land, which I think is 40 acres. So you got definitely your privacy going on, and so nobody can see your business. So that part's really nice. The house itself is a little plainer. Like I like the last house better. There's of course you got your dead stuff on the walls, which is fine. Montana, people like to hunt, whatever. But they said this was a survivalist house, so it has like generators and backup generators. And the big thing is don't come uninvited, which is subtext for you will get shot. It was just kind of funny. But the thing they also have cages for big cats, which go up to a back window. So yeah, if you want a house with cheetahs, There you go. You have finally found it. And it's got like this 4-story thing, enclosed area to store your big cats. So there you go. That's the Montana I was hoping for. Um, so somebody, I don't know if it comes with the cats or what the deal is, or if they're taking the cats with them, but very interesting. It also says hidden safe room with 65-foot exit tunnel. Why would you tell everybody about the safe room in the exit tunnel? That just cracked me up. So there you go. You don't see that every day. This one I just call is like the lodge. So it is located in Clancy, Montana, and I'm sorry I don't really have much backstory on any of this, or where to even know is a good spot. But I just liked it. It just had a great. You drive up to it and it looks like a lodge, and you got 3-car garage over here and a full separate big barn over to the right where you can store your RV and things. I mean, look at that. That's just crazy. So you have the huge door for your RV, and then more cars, and all your outdoor 4-wheel and toys. It's just a nice setup. This would be a place where you just take all the family and you all go and hang out. And the nice thing about it, so the interior is nothing less remarkable than some of the other places we've seen for sure. It's still nice, not bad, but just not remarkable compared to the other items. I think the thing I liked the best was the lot was very so you had all this stuff to yourself, but it backed up against protected forestry areas, so you don't have any neighbors around you. So I just thought that was really nice. So if you want to get away from it all, this would be a great lodge to get away from it all. This was just a fun, entertaining house. It was located in on the western side of things in Trout Creek. I forgot to say that in New Hampshire, one of the houses was on Poverty Lane. This $1.8 million house was on Poverty Lane. So that just cracked me up. This has an impressive exterior, but the interior is more modern. So this is something of, I like to show you different things in Montana. It's not all log cabins and stuff on the walls. It's a little different. I don't know how totally functional it is. You could display your wine. It just had, your open, modern, lots of windows, lots of light, the kind of more modern aesthetic on the paint job. And it had this area, just a wonderful porch, so you can look out to the mountains and really enjoy that. Just overall, and what put it over the top, it had like a really nice, even like, it had this bunk area, so you could have like all the family just kind of hang out. And like it also had a downstairs entertainment area, and it gets pushed over the top because of the ping pong table. Although that foosball table is too close to the ping pong table, but why nitpick? It was just a fun entertainment house. I think it also had a little guest house too, just in case you need a little bit more privacy for your guest. Moving on, I really liked this one. So this one was it didn't have the exact location. It was so secluded. So this is like Upper Montana. So I just love this view. It just reminded me of something out of Lord of the Rings. It was very cool. Just all the different hills and mountains. And it has a geodesic dome house. It's got 2 houses on the property, and one has a geodesic dome. And while neither one of the houses, who's a good boy, are really, impressive compared to some of these other ones. The geodesic dome, and I think coming out and looking at this view though is really nice. It's on I think 220 acres, and it's got a wonderful creek running through it. So so that is kind of your area that you're talking about, a very fertile valley. let's go over to the other. So the other house is kind of more plain. Definitely on the inside, serviceable. So this is like your kind of average house. You're kind of buying the land, but I just really like, you talk about a place to get away from it all. It would be a fun place to get away from it all. And the winner this week. And so let me know in your comments if you like any of these better. They're all listed with links. They may be gone because the properties in Montana are moving so fast. Let me know what you like. So this was in northern Montana, so you're just flirting with Canada up there. A great way to get it off. So this had more of a modern rustic feel to it, but you still pull up to it and feel like you're coming to a resort. It kind of had this little pond in the front, which with the dock, I guess it must be their little swimming pond. It looks very clear. So there you go. The inside was a little bit uneven. I like parts of it, but I really like the metal with the roof beams, and they carried this through in many of the rooms, and it was just a good design choice. All this was very open, so you can be there with friends and family. It had these like hanging chairs, which look like fun. Let's take a nap on those. So this is a place where you can get together with all your family and enjoy your time together. See the beams even carried through to the bedrooms. The other thing, so it's not super fancy. It had a nice pantry, good sized pantry, walk-in pantry. And it had a downstairs area too, which looked a little bit, could be another entertainment area. It didn't look as developed, like they just never got around to it. So you could hold double parties. But here's the thing that kind of put it over the top. The huge ass barn. It is just massive. So this is just something you could store all your toys. You could store your RV. You could play basketball, cornhole, tennis in here almost, which in the Montana winters I think is very important. It's got a jack to pick up stuff, a crane I should say, a huge work area. So I really like the barn, and this comes with 10 acres, and it had a really nice lot to it. So that was the other thing I liked about it, is that its own area is kind of plain, and it said 10 acres. That doesn't look like 10 acres, but it's surrounded by like forestry area and protected forest. So I thought that was also nice, that you're not kind of bound in by other people. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, it was some very pleasant surprises, especially in Billings and Bozeman. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day or evening, depending on where you are and when you're watching it, and take care.